Welcome to Off the Hook. I am Pam with BeeCreative Crafts. So, how is everybody doing tonight? I am doing pretty well. Let me get over here to the comments because I am on the wrong screen. So, y'all, it has been a week. Woohoo! So, Monday, I got up to go to work, walked outside, and my windshield was completely iced over. And then on the radio on the way to work, they were talking about the weather and they're like, stay tuned for the update on the weather to find out when our first freeze is going to be. And I'm like, how about right now? Hey, Jay, welcome in. Mr. JC Lego Structures. Hey, Miss Lisa. So I wasn't expecting to have to scrape my window. And then the rest of this week has been like up to 70. But then tomorrow's supposed to be 70. Then the afternoon we're supposed to have storms. And then I think by Monday, they're calling for snow flurries. Crazy weather. Hello, Miss Lisa. I think I said that. Miss Kimberly, welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody doing? I know I said that too, but I'm going to say it again. So, y'all, let me tell you what I did walking in here. So, I had a big, like, styrofoam cup from Sonic. I don't really know where I sat it. I think it's sitting over here by the door. Anywho, so I went looking for a notebook, went to my bedroom, came back through, picked up my cup, took a big swig. It was not my cup from today. Apparently, it was my cup from last week or 2 weeks ago. Who even knows? I knew as soon as it hit my taste buds that it was not the right cup. So anyway, it was gross. Hey, Gendry. It was really gross. Yep. So that wasn't the cup. So instead of dumping my Dr. Pepper in a cup, we're drinking it straight out of the can. Yeah, it was gross. Hey, Rudy. Yeah, it was gross. So, what are we doing tonight? Okay, I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I did not work on the temperature blanket, and I'm going to tell you why. At first, I can't find my notebook that has all of my notes in it, like all my colors and stuff, which I have it written in a day calendar. But I'm thinking it's in my bedroom, but I started organizing in here, looking for it, and I couldn't find it. Hey, Bridget. Let me scroll back up. Rudy says, can we pray for the vineyard chicks? What's going on? But sure. Nancy says, hello, everyone. Got to take care of something real quick. Can I play the vineyard chicks music, please? I cannot play their music on my channel. Okay, so people that go live in StreamYard, have you noticed that they've started changing the people's names over in the comments, so it's hard to tell who people are? Just thought I'd share that with y'all. So we got Miss Bridget and we got Lady. See, I don't like the way it's doing it because I can't tell. I know I should know who these people are, but it's not telling me. It's giving me different things. And we got Quilty Crocheter. Welcome in. So welcome in, Lady 4775. Is that Angel? I don't think so. No, that's Crafty Halo. Karen, maybe? Y'all let me know because they changed it and I don't know why. And I can't tell who people are. Let me open up YouTube side. Maybe that will help. So Miss Bridget. Aisha. Thank you. Welcome in. Bridget says, so do you mean the app before? Yes. And in StreamYard, I noticed it last week. But so like normally I could tell instantly who it was, and now it's kind of changed how it's being worded. So like if it's like at user 34587, where instead of showing their name, but anywho's, there's Miss Angel. And she said, yep, they changed her name. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know why it's, anyway. Bridget said it's YouTube doing it. Okie dokie. Well, that's okay. I guess I'll figure it out. I'll just have to reprogram my brain to know who everybody is. Okay, so Bridget, did I bring I did. Hold on. What'd I do with them? I was gonna be prepared. Whoa, Tiny, what'd I do with them? Y'all, I brought Bridget's bags in here to show y'all. And I guess looking for my other stuff, I set them down. Hold on. Did I cover them up, Tinykins? Well, that's a bummer. I wanted to show y'all her bags. And I brought them in here first thing. All right, hold on. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to we're going to put up the overlay, maybe, to welcome y'all in so y'all can look at that for a second. Because I want to show y'all these bags. I just have to stand up to see what I did with them. But I know I brought them in here. Well, darn it. Oh, did I drop them in here, Tiny? I did not. There's that. I brought them all in here at the same time, y'all. I did bring it all in here. Okay. So, Miss Bridget, do you still have bags for sale? Let us know. But I'm going to show y'all what I bought for Miss Bridget. She had some of her bags marked for sale. So I got this one. I know y'all are shocked. Y'all are shooketh to see that I bought a red truck bag. But how cute is that? And she put some little snappies on there for me so I can snap it closed. And it's got a green liner. And let me show you what's in the bag. There's some more little snaps on the sides here. Okay. And then it's got the matching little Notions drawstring baggie that goes in there also with the green lining. And I also got another small bag with snappies. And she said, yes, she does have some. So y'all go check out Bridget's. You can find it on, do you still have it on your YouTube post? If so, y'all go check it out there. Or you can find, I know you can find it on Facebook. But, so I went to the University of South Carolina. I have nothing in my house that has Gamecocks on it. I don't know why. I just don't. Mainly, I guess because I'm a big old UT fan. But still, I mean, that's where I went to school. So I should have something, right? So, now I do. I have a little bag with Cocky the Gamecock on there. And she also put some little snappies on it for me. And she's got her little tag here. It says made by Bridget. I don't think it says made by Bridget. It says a queen bag. Queen's Crafts by Bridget. So, let's see. Bridget says she needs to update the pictures. She'll try to get that done tomorrow. Awesome. And Nancy said that's the same fabric I made on the zipper patch. See, I was gonna say that in there, but in your live, but yeah, it's pretty fabric. Okay, so that is that. And now let me scroll back up and see if I have missed any of the chatters. Adorable. All right, I think I've got everybody. I think if I have missed you, please just say howdy do again, and I will make sure that I greet you this time. So tomorrow, I am taking my friend to the airport. So my plan is well, she's driving to the airport, and then I'm bringing her car back because she didn't want to pay to leave it because she's gonna be gone for a while. Well, 2 weeks. So so I'm riding up there with her. So my plan is to take the temperature blanket with me because it'll take us about an hour to get up there. So that will be my hour that I owe y'all from this last week to get that blanket up. Well, it's not going to be called up, but that'll be my hour to get that closer to being finished anyway. But the other reason I couldn't work on it is because I couldn't find my crochet hook, which I knew where it was at, and it wasn't there, and I couldn't find it, and I looked, and again, part of the reason I was organizing in here last weekend Still couldn't find it. Looked before the live. Looked and looked. Finally, I sat down. I looked all around here because I'm like, it was laying right here, and I put it right there, and it's not there. It's there. It's hiding. It was hiding behind the pink paintbrushes, and I looked in there like 5 or 6 times and did not see it. But it's there. Let's see. There's Miss Karen. So, let's see. Jay says, what's the word drop? I'll do that about 8:30-ish. All right. So, oh, I didn't get it pulled up. Let me pull up the spinny wheel and we'll see what project I also have to work on. Spinning wheel, spinning wheel. There it is. Go back over here. Share screen. All right, so the Wheel of Whips. Let's see what project, and I've got some other stuff planned tonight that we're gonna that we're gonna work on, or not work on, but that we're gonna do in a little bit. So we may just chit chat until I get to that, and yeah. Okay, so let's spin Mr. Wheelie Wheel here and see who else I need to give an hour worth of attention to this week. So here we go. This week I'm going to be working on woohoo! Jericho Bitty Stripes. So that's the one that I am doing in black. So all of the mortar sections I'm doing in black. So let me stop the screen share. So I'm doing it in black, and then I'm using the bitty stripes. I have some laying here. There it is. It's right here. Let me grab it. It's this one. So this is the one that will get some attention this week. So I will go back to working on this one. So I'm ready for a large rectangle. So that bitty stripes is really popping. Jay says, looking forward for you to hit the 5K subscribers. Only 350 to go. Yes, y'all, I'm getting very close to 5K, which is exciting. Okay, Miss Kimberly is heading to the bushes to work on a finding, keeping me on the TV. Thank you, ma'am. So y'all, be sure to hang around till about a little after 8:30. Got a little surprise. Just my computer has put a little pop-up. Split view makes it easier to multitask. Put pages side by side on the same tab so you can easily compare options and more. Well, we're going to say remind me later because, yeah. Making sure. Okay, have not missed anything yet. But anyway, so that is this. And I know that I have my yarn here because I saw it right before the live. But like I said, I was moving stuff around looking for my notebook, which I thought was up here, but it's not. I've got all the other notebooks. I was like, I know it's not. That is the, I'm pretty sure though that it's in my room, but I went and looked. So I must have knocked it off like under the bed or something because I remember I have 2 ink pens in it, and I was working on a video, but I had written out what I wanted to say, like my script, which sometimes I do that just more like an outline, but anywho, so I think that's where it's at, but I couldn't lay my hands on it quickly right before the live. So Miss Lisa is also heading to the bushes. Okie dokie. Nancy says that's tiny where it's at. I know, right? He, to be honest, he has been in my bedroom. I don't usually let him in there, so it is quite possible that he knocked it off. Because if it was laying on the edge of the bed, he likes to knock things off. So that is where I will look after the live. I will look on the far side of the bed and see if it like is tucked down in there in the side. And if not, then that's a bummer because I don't know where else to look. Because I didn't see it in the living room. That's not to say it's not in there. So there's only 3 places it could be. Unless that's because it's not in the bag, which was my first thought. Maybe it's in the bag, which is in here, since it wasn't up there. But anyway, maybe I will have a little bit of time this weekend to organize a little bit more. Last weekend was busy. The weekend before was busy. Tomorrow I'm going to the airport. Oh, yeah, that's where I was heading with that. So after the airport, after I drop her off, I'm thinking it might be a day to stop at Michael's because it'll be on the way home. So I may have to pop into Michael's. I haven't been in there in a while. I probably haven't been in there since the last time I took her to the airport, and she hasn't gone anywhere in a while. For a while, she was going places like quite frequently. So I was getting up there maybe every other month. But I haven't taken her to the airport lately, so I haven't gone up there. I think that was the last time I was up there. I think was either picking up or dropping somebody off at the airport. But anyway, so I'm thinking I may stop by there on my way home and see what kind of goodies they have. I did see that they have some new Big Twist, so I may pop in and see what they've got. Let's see, Bridget said she went today and got her an advent box that looks like a witchy house. Oh, fun. Y'all, I've got, what'd I do with it? I was going to show y'all. Well, I've got my advent one that I painted. It's in here. I probably done covered it up because it was also sitting right there. But y'all see that right there, that pile? Right there that y'all can see? That is where the pile is stacked up at. So it's a hot mess. So there's all kinds of stuff hidden underneath there. But I need to finish decorating it because right now it's just green with multicolored knobs on the drawer. So I need to finish decorating it. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for my advent because I had in my calendar and it went off the other day telling me as a reminder, hey, on November 1st that I was supposed to start filming my advent stuff so that I would not be doing my advent like day 1. I wasn't doing day 2 and trying to get it all out. I was going to be organized, y'all. I was going to get it out early and I was going to get it all filmed up in November so that when December 1st rolled around, it was already ready to be scheduled and I didn't have to do anything. And that didn't happen. So, and I don't even know what I'm doing yet. So there's that. So, yeah. Maybe, should I put my whips in it? What do y'all think? Should I put like should I put some of my whips in there? So like just randomly stick them in the little drawers and be like on day 4 you have to work on this whip. I know that's what I've been doing for the Thursday nights, but maybe I should do that every day in December. What say you, chat? I'm thinking that sounds like a decent idea. Instead of starting a whole new project. Jay's going to the bushes. Okie dokie. But I also had, when Hobby Lobby had their clearance sale, I bought those little teeny tiny skeins of the I Love This yarn and some tiny skeins of the I Love This cotton. And I was going to use those, but I haven't figured out what I want to do with those. So I don't know. I had big ideas. I just haven't ironed them out because I just got busy. Bridget said she was going to too. I'm bad about that. Great intentions, but it's hard to keep up with all the things. It is. It is. And then on top of that, you have other things that come up, you know, and it throws a monkey wrench in your plans, and then other things happen and you just don't feel super crafty. And it like blocks your blocks your crafty mojo. So, but anyhow, I'll figure it out. Hopefully before now and December 1st. Otherwise, December 1st, y'all may see me open up an empty advent box. But it'll, like I said, it'll get done eventually. But I'm excited to work on this. This is going to be gorgeous when it's done. If y'all have missed it, this is the Jericho pattern. I do have a tutorial for it on my channel, but this is the one like I said, I'm using black, which you can't see the texture in the black because it's looking pretty solid, but it's there. It's there. It's the same texture pattern as these, but Kimberly says, well, I'm back. I ran out of thread. Oh, no. Nancy says she needs 9 more DIYs for her 4th annual 25 days of DIYs. Fun. Yeah, I can't do 25 days of DIYs. I was going to do like one project. You know, last year I did the puzzle. And I thought about doing a cross stitch one. Woody said that's gorgeous white yarn. This is the Red Heart Bitty Stripes. And it just this one is the crayon box is the color. Hang on, let me put my little welcome sign back up. And I'm going to see if I can grab it because it was sitting right here. So it couldn't have gone far. Whoop. Keep knocking off Mr. Scarecrow. Y'all sit back up there. Alrighty. Did you go underneath there with Bridget's blanket? Or did I throw you over there? I may have threw you over there. Nope, it's right here. I said with Bridget's blanket, with Bridget's bags, and it absolutely 100% was underneath my temperature blanket where hers was at. So this is what it is. The Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes. And this one is in the color crayon box. Focus in. Maybe. There we go. Ish. So that's what I'm using. And then for the mortar sections, I'm just using Red Heart Super Saver in black. Kimberly said, I like watching you work, and that blanket is has a gorgeous colorway. I know, right? I like how it's just, I don't know, I just really like how you can see that white kind of come through, and that black is just making that color pop. Okay. Oh, let's see what Okay, so we should be getting about ready for ads if my timer is looking right. Now, I did see that it says estimated every 24 minutes. Not, it is going to go every 24 minutes, which is kind of, I was hoping that it would, because I used to do it every 30 minutes and it was pretty consistent. But I know last week y'all were saying it wasn't. So hopefully that part is fixed. So Cody said, love, love, love. That one looks different in the short stripes. I know, right? I may have to make, okay, Mr. Scarecrow. I keep knocking the scarecrows off. So we're going to move you over here. I think it's working up really pretty. And I'm trying to keep it, I'm trying to use the same one so now that the orange flows through and comes out orange over here. So then this one should start out with like the tealy, greeny, bluey color. But if not, so be it. Nancy said she's been getting the split screen with the ads, but it mutes me. See, I've been getting those too, like when I'm watching on my TV. Which, what was I watching? Oh, I was watching a Hallmark movie the other night, and it was like that's what it was doing, because it was a live, or it wasn't a live, but it was on their live channel thingy. Angel says, love the color too. Now I want one. All right, there's Mr. Nightbot. Got it right tonight. 25 minutes. That is when he is supposed to drop that. So y'all, as you can see, I am now a Plaid affiliate. So if y'all want to get something from Plaid, if you're wondering what they have, they sell folk art, and they have Waverly wax, and they sell apple barrel paint, Mod Podge. They sell the Basilicate, Arteza. So lots and lots and lots of products that most of y'all probably already have in your craft stash. They have the little wooden plaques, all kinds of good stuff. So I've been an ambassador for them. Is that what they're called? Plaid ambassador? Yeah, for a couple of years now. And I really enjoy their products. So I thought, you know what? They gave us the opportunity to become affiliates, so I took them up on that. So if you click my link, it doesn't cost you anything, but if you click on it and you end up purchasing something, I earned a little bit of coinage. And if you want to save 15% off of your purchase, you can use the coupon code BeeCreative1, and that will save you some money as well. There are some certain restrictions apply, but for the month of November is a great time to go check them out because they are going to be having loads of sales between now and Christmas. So go check them out. Karen said, "Is that single crochet?" This is not. This is the Jericho pattern blanket that I did. I'm just doing it in this colorway. So it is what is it? Sedge stitch? No, Suzette stitch. Suzette stitch. There are some single crochets in here, but I'm rotating it out to get it some texture in there. But you could do it in single crochet if you really wanted to. It would affect the size of it, but I mean, you could do something similar. But I work it this way first, and then I turn it and work it this way. Do this part, and then I turn it again. So like now I'm ready to start this one, and I'm joining it as I go. So I'll slip stitch up here, and then I'll go across and come back and slip stitch to join it. So this particular one I'm working this way, boop, 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 and attaching it as I go. And then once I get to the end of this row, then I'll turn it back this way and do another section of black. Do I have another one in here? I do. Hold on. I do. Miss Kimberly says, "Don't forget the thummies." Ginger said, "I love the black with the colors. It's definitely my favorite of the ones I've made." Aw, thanks. Angel said, "Coat of many colors is the vibe of it for her." Right? Okay, let me back over here, put that back up. I have another one here. The other two are on the other side of the room, so I'm not going to grab them. Whoa, I cannot knock my whole pile of stuff off. That's my stack of whips, y'all. My stack of whips. Okay, so here's the one that I'm doing with my scraps. So, turn you back around this way. That's my scrappy one. And so it's really, really colorful. But they're all slowly growing. They're just, I got so many different projects going that I had to, you know, put them on the back burner. Let's see. Karen said she got Red Heart's new ombre colors for $5 yarn inspiration sale yesterday. Oh. See, there was some of the new ombres that I wanted to get. They're really pretty. I don't remember the color. I know we looked at them not long ago, but there was a couple that I wanted to try. But Nancy said she wanted to get the green and red ombre. It's on her list. Lisa said, "What's Plaid's new Mod Podge called?" Are you talking about the crystal clear? They've got one that's it's thinner. Nancy used it. If it's that one, Nancy used it on her live the other day, and it gives a really almost like a porcelain looking finish. If that's the one, she said that's it. It's, yeah, but yeah, it's called Crystal Clear. All right, y'all. It is 8:30. Nancy says she wants to make the hats that Repeat Crafter Me made. I don't think I've seen those. Did she make hats with that ombre yarn with the red heart? Let me know. Nancy says she's gotten 3 ads since the last one. 3 ads so far. See, I don't understand why. I have them set to play every 24 minutes. So I don't know what's going on. Sorry, y'all. I set it to so I did it that way so that you wouldn't get bombarded with them, but I guess they're still working on it because it was doing really well for a while, and then they kind of changed some stuff. So hopefully they're working on it. Because I know was it last week? I think it was last week. There was some stuff going on. I got an email from them. I had not contacted them, but I got an email and they said they were aware of some issues and they were fixing them. So hopefully they're working on it. So let me get a drink, y'all. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't pull this up over here like I said I was gonna. I told myself I was gonna. Let's do StreamYard. Ooh, I still have caps lock on. Right here. We're gonna get this open, hopefully. Right here. Dun, 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 dun. Right here. Okay. Okay, caps lock off. Okay. All right, y'all. I had to get the thing here. Lisa said I'm buffering, so I may have to go. I've had 5 commercials. Y'all, I am so sorry. I don't know what to. That's a bummer. Okay. So, today is my nephew's birthday. He was born 1 week before my birthday. So, in honor of his birthday, I'm going to do a giveaway. So you don't want to run away right now. You want to hang out for just a few more minutes anyway. So I'm doing a giveaway, and let me show you what you're trying to get. Now, this is for US only, just because the shipping cost is ridiculous. If you're outside of the US and you enter and you happen to win, I can check the price of it. But if it's going to cost me, you know, way too much, then I'm not going to be able to ship it. So we're going to say US only. This is in no way sponsored by YouTube or anybody else. I purchased this and now I'm gifting it to someone. Karen said it's her granddaughter's birthday too, and she is 2. Aw, happy birthday! My nephew is 27. Okay, so what are you winning? You are entering to win. So if you do not knit, you're probably not going to enjoy this book. But when my kids were little, they were all big Harry Potter fans, as was my nephew, and so is my niece. So, hey, Angela. She said hi to everyone in the chat. How are you doing tonight? She is doing fine, drinking her water and working on a sweater. Ooh, fun. Okay, so this is what you are going to be entering to win. It is a hardback Harry Potter Knitting Magic. I went back to Ollie's and I picked up another one. So mine is over there. You're not getting mine. This is one that I got for y'all. So this is what we're doing. Jay said, wow, he's a day older than his cousin because she turns 27 tomorrow. That's cool. Oh, Karen sent her a trampoline. How fun. So this is what y'all are entering to win. Y'all are entering to win this Harry Potter Knitting Magic, and it is super great. It has all these great colorful pictures. There's also some stories and all of the patterns. And so Bridget said, that's an awesome book. I have both the crochet and knit one. Me too. They didn't have the crochet one at Ollie's. They did have the Crochet Friends book, but they did not have the Crochet Harry Potter, but they did have the knitting one. So I picked it up. There's some of the things there that you can win. And even if you're not a knitter, you can enter it to try to win it. And then if you want to use it as a giveaway on your channel, or you know somebody that you want to gift it to, you can do that as well. Goldie said, I'm a Harry Potter fan. What? All right, y'all. So let me share screen again. And what you need to write as your comment is Harry Potter, all one word. So go ahead and type in Harry Potter. Make sure I spelled it right. Harry Potter. I did. And we're going to go ahead and start collecting entries. Harry Potter. Again, this is the knitting book. But it's got, so you can make the little, the owl. There's a pattern in there for some mittens. Y'all can see me in my little tiny thing there. There's a couple of sweaters and Jay got an ad. We're just going to have to roll with it. They're just, ads are just going to happen, I guess. Let's see. It says we got 5 entries, 6 entries. We're going to let y'all keep them coming at, let's see, it's 8:37. Well, I'll spin it or draw it at 8:40. So y'all keep them coming. That way, if anybody happens to be in the ads, then they'll get it. Hi, Miss Marie. Scrolling, making sure I'm not missing anybody. So y'all keep them in, keep them coming, keep them coming. But hopefully there won't be any more ads. If so, I apologize. The way I have it set up, you should get an ad when you come into the live, and then an ad every 24 minutes. So 2 ads during the live, and that should be it. You shouldn't be getting, and I know Nancy said she's gotten like 3 already, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but it's okay because they allow me to use their platform for free, and so I can't complain too much because they could charge us, and that would suck. But anyway, hopefully they aren't too long of ads. They're just little quick short ads, I hope. And then after we do the giveaway, then we will do the creator link droppage. Lisa says, good night all, buffering too much. I'm sorry. Mine does that sometimes, buffers, and it's just a pain in the hiney. But go back over here where I can see. It looks like we've got 8 entries. We got about another, well, it's 8:39, so less than a minute for y'all to get your entries in. Do, 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 do. I'm just waiting, y'all. I'm waiting for it to tick over. It was quiet. And we still have to do our question. I haven't done our question yet, have we? See, I got distracted. But I got distracted. Okay. All right, y'all. It is 8:40, so let's draw and see who our winner is. Boop. And the winner is Marie. All right, let me go back over here. So, Miss Marie, I need you to send me an email to BeeCreativeCrafts1@gmail.com. I will need your address, please, and I will get this out to you. So I will need also need your first and last name and your mailing address so I can send it to you. Everybody is congratulating Miss Marie. Let me stop the screen share. There we go. Yes, so please email me right here, BeeCreativeCrafts1@gmail.com with your full name and address so I can get that to you. And now let me go over here to the banners. If you would like to drop your channel link, type in BEEYOU, that's BU, and Mr. Nightbot will drop your channel link. I guess I need to leave that up for just a second, and then I will do the Jeopardy question. I'm just all out of what I need to do is set Mr. Nightbot. So like I guess when he drops my plaid link, that should be like, hey, let's go ahead and do the Jeopardy question now. Because I usually pay closer attention, but tonight I just didn't. So there is Mr. J's channel. He is trying to get his subscriber count up, so y'all go check him out. He does some cool little, like he'll do builds with the little miniature Lego kits and stuff, and some of the larger ones. Y'all go give him a check out his channel and watch some of his videos. Give him some thumbs up, and if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, let me go over here to my banners. Okay, so y'all, tonight's category is Best Picture Oscar winners. And the answer is Clark Gable as Fletcher Christian helped propel this 1935 film to Best Picture, the first remake to win the Oscar. I had no clue. I could only think of one movie with Clark Gable, and I knew that that was not the correct answer. So, good luck, y'all, because I had no clue. I took a guess, and it was completely wrong. I don't even know if he was in the movie that I guessed. I just was like, oh, that movie sounds like it was probably around that time. And I know that that particular movie had been remade multiple times, but yeah, it was not it. We'll see if Mr. Nightbot is going to drop Kimberly's channel. He should. Come on, Mr. Nightbot. Wakey, wakey. And there he goes. There's Miss Kimberly's channel. She has got some beautiful and informative quilting videos as well as some non-quilty material on her channel. So go ahead. Oh, Miss Marie says, please choose someone else. I got excited and entered multiple times. I'm sorry. You're fine. You're fine because it filters out the duplicate users. But if you want me to draw again, I will, but we don't have to. Oh, Marie said her mama got on. Okay. All right. Well, we can draw again. You just let me know. It's okay because like I said, it filters out duplicate users. So you just let me know if you want me to draw again. Just put draw again in the chat and I will do that. Quilty says Gone with the Wind. That was the only movie I could think of that. Kimberly says no clue. I'll wait. Let's see. I still have yeah, I do. Okay, so she said choose again. Okay, let me pull it back up. Share screen. Back to the giveaway tool. Share. Okay, up here in the right corner. Can y'all see it again? Let me go back over here. Yes. Okay, over here in the upper right, it says draw again. So we are going to draw again, and let's see who our winner is. Gentry! All right. Congratulations, Gentry. Same thing. Send me a message. And Angel said, I know he was a captain on a ship. But you know more than, oh, well, actually, you know what? Since I know the name, since I know the answer, you are probably 100% correct on that. I don't even know if I've seen this particular movie, like probably, but I know I've heard of it. Woo. Let me take that off here. All right, so let's go ahead, go over here. Okay, so I will tell y'all, nobody has guessed it yet. So if anybody wants to take a gander or take a guess. Kimberly says, woohoo, I hope he lets me borrow it. I bet he'd let you look at it. All right, so the for those that are listening and lurking, or if you're catching the replay and you're not looking at the screen, the category is Best Picture Oscar winners. I had to look down here. And the answer is Clark Gable as Fletcher Christian helped propel this 1935 film to Best Picture, the first remake to win the Oscar. And the answer is, or the question is, I guess I should say, what is Mutiny on the Bounty? I had no clue. Zero. Not a clue. Not even a little bit. Quilty said it happened one night. Angel said I can see it, but I just can't think of the title. Yeah, I had no clue. Zippity doo-dah. None. Let me go over here. All right, y'all. This is, let's see here. We haven't done the Earl dance in a while. This is for everybody. I want to thank y'all so very much for coming and hanging out with me. So this is for y'all. Woo! Go Earl! Go Earl! Thank you. Woo woo! Thanks, Earl! Kimberly says, I could have never guessed it. Angel said, that's it. Jay said, in 1935, the president was Franklin D. Roosevelt. I couldn't have told you that either. Could not have told you that either. Jay is he is up to date on, or he knows all of the presidents and the dates, and me not so much. Not so much. Sorry, y'all. Making a mess over here. Have to clean it up. Oy. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Let's hide that. So what am I working on? Let me go look at my little whip things. Oh yeah, the bitty stripes. Wrong way. This way. So this is my project. So I have 2 projects to work on this week. So I'm going to work on my temperature blanket. And I'm going to work on my bitty stripes. Jericho. So that's what I'm going to be working on. That one didn't get a whole lot of color in it. But you know, if I had been doing it lengthwise, it would kind of be hidden. But that's okay. That sometimes you get that when you're working with colored yarn. But I clicked off on my comments, y'all. Let's see. Angel said her dad's middle name is Franklin, and he was named after the president. Well, that's cool. Well, hi, Tinykins. Do you want to come say hi to the peoples? What you need to do is not be scratching my drawer. Come here. Come on. Come on. I can't reach you over there. You got to come over here. You got to jump up and over, and I know you know how. Come on. Come on. He's on the temperature blanket bag. There's Mr. Tinykins. And there's Mr. Nightbot dropping the Plaid affiliate link again. Oi! Don't forget, y'all, if you click on it, it doesn't cost you anything extra. If you order something, I get a little something something. But even if you don't, be sure to use coupon code BeeCreative1 so you can save 15% off of your order. Some restrictions apply. Can you say hi to the peoples? You can say hi to the peoples? You the one that wanted to come over here. Normally he gets up here. He kept trying to stand on my computer the other day. Why are you looking at me like that? You're kind of sitting all funky. Kimberly says, "Sweet baby Tiny." Are we done? Are you done being? Are you done up here? Jay said his aunt has a dog named Tiny. He was a little tiny peanut, and my other cat, his name was Charlie, and Charlie was a big old fat cat. So he looked exceptionally. He looked extra tiny compared to Charlie. And so we decided that if he ended up being as big as Charlie, then his name would be ironic. But he stayed fairly small for a long time. Now that he's the only cat in the house ruling the roost, he put on a little bit of weight, but I think that's because Fat Cat used to eat it all. Huh. Yeah. Bridget said he looks just like her Sassy. You say hi? Yeah. Nancy said her sister's dog is named Tiny. Ironically, she's a big pit bull. All right, bud, you want down? Or are you good? What are you doing? What do you see? Huh? Usually what he does, if I'm sitting on the couch, he'll come and he'll sit on the arm of the couch, and then he'll stand with his legs in my lap and his arms on, or his front paws on the arm, and then he'll stick his tail up in my face, and then he'll take his butt, and if I'm looking at my phone or something, he'll push it out of the way. But the thing is, he doesn't want me to pet him, at least not for long. Where are you going? Are you going down now? Okay. Are you done? Okay. He also likes to chew on plastic, so if you hear something, that's probably what it is, because he's down there. He said, Nancy says she also has a dog named Tank that was a miniature Chihuahua, or she had a dog named Tank that was, oh, funny. Jay says, all right, I'm going to go get ready for bed. Good night, everyone. I'll be in the chat next week for Miss Pam's birthday. Yes, I want to come back for my birthday. Quinty said her tabbies are the same way. Yes. I told y'all last week to stick around for November, because November is the month of Thanksgiving. So, just, just a little, just come hang out every Thursday night, because you never know what you might hear or see or gift. Like I said, tonight is my nephew's birthday. So in honor of him, I gifted a knitting book, a Harry Potter knitting book. Congratulations again, Mr. Gentry, and thank you, Miss Marie, for asking us to redraw. That was very nice of you. Oh, Bridget, that's awesome. Bridget said she'll do a random bag USA for my birthday. Awesome. Do you want to do it tonight, or you want to wait for next Thursday? We can do it next Thursday. We'll do it next Thursday. We'll chit chat, and I'll write it down, because we got about 5 minutes. That's what we'll do. That's awesome. Next week, yes. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I know we only got about 5 more minutes, but I feel like I'm just rambling. I do that sometimes, a lot of times. But next week, I'm planning on having a birthday bash. That's my plan for Thursday night. I don't know if I will do any crafting or if we'll just do like we're doing tonight and just chit chat. But it's going to be a birthday bash. We're going to have a good time. So y'all be sure to come back and join me. Let me go over here to my assets here. I wonder if I could close that down. Oh, I can. Look at that. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope y'all have a fantastic week. Remember, be creative, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.